Just in case you did not come from TikTok, this is what the video that you should watch before this one should look like. If you didn't watch it, it's out now on TikTok. What is up, everybody? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, my name is Trey, Jerome. On this channel, we talk everything social, political commentary, and of course, story times, which is what I'm smacking you dead in the motherfucking face with today. Now, listen. Today, we got to talk about a little bit of something, and this, that, and the third, out of whoop, whoop. So I'm not even going to waste no time. Let's just go ahead and get into the story time, okay? Listen. Right when I had found her and she FaceTimes me and her eyes are rolling back to the goddamn of her head or whatever the case may be, all I can think about is what the fuck just happened. So y'all, she sent the location. I fly, y'all. At the time, she was in like I think it was like Dunwoody or something like that. It's like already I'm on a dinner date with my little out of whoop whoop or whatever the case may be. Nah, when we get there, whatever the case may be, it's kind of like this little house, but it's more like a shed vibe, whatever the case may be. So I get to screaming, Tanya, Tanya, and I'm getting no response. Tanya, Tanya. So I'm like, he like, that's her name. I'm like, yeah. So he like, Tanya, Tanya, Tanya. So we looking around, this, that, and the third, out of whoop, whoop, blase, blase, and I'm looking. And then I see like this little brown, kind of like a more accurate description of a shed. So I see this little shed or whatever the case may be. So I bust through the door, whatever the case may be, and I get to looking around or whatever the case may be, and I see like a little foot, and I'm like, oh my gosh. So it's Tanya. So I grab her, whatever the case may be. I'm like, bitch, is you okay? This, that, and the third, and she like she's alive, but she like not talking. And it's literally blood everywhere, y'all. It's damn near like, imagine a child did a project and they just painting like just pouring blood everywhere. It's like somebody emptied a can of red paint everywhere. So I'm like, oh my fucking god, y'all. So all I do is I call the motherfucking we call the motherfucking police or whatever the case may be. Now the person who I was dealing with had a few warrants, so yeah. So he was like, I'm gonna just wait for you around the corner in the car. So he had pulled off whatever the case may be. The police had came and they had ended up putting her in an ambulance. So I had told the boy he just going on about his day out of woo. Plus wasn't giving me no, so we couldn't really talk about much anyways. So my all this is happening, bitch. My home, that look, I want a burrito so bad. The swift of it, the sniff of it just got me on. Anywho, y'all. So while all this is going on, out of woo woo, I'm going to check. I'm like, I hop in the ambulance with them or whatever the case may be. We drive to the nearest hospital, whatever hospital it is. This, then, the third. Long story short, y'all. Her nose was broke. Her lips was broke. Her chin was broke. Her face was basically messed up. Like, they were saying at the time she was gonna need like plastic surgery. They was like, do you know any of her family? I did know. I was familiar with her mom a couple times, and I actually had her mom number, and I had called her mom this, down the third, and her mom was like, that's what she get for dealing with that I don't say the C word, but that CRA, y'all know the rest, that mother effer, that Chaz, this, down the third, out of whoop whoop, just going off, basically saying that's what she get, and she not coming up there. Bitch, your daughter just got her chin, nose, and face broke. Oh, the bitch look a mess. The bitch just look like a puzzle. The bitch is bad. She already not the cutest thing out there. You know what I'm saying? And she shaped like an asthma pump. And her ponytail the size of a penny. You know what I'm saying? On top of that, too, her ankles shaped like lawn care chairs. You gotta be real careful with stuff like that. You gotta make sure a bitch got what she need out of whoop whoop. This, that, and the third, and help a bitch out when you can, because she already built bad, she look bad, and she ain't got no hair. That's a horrible combination. You get what I'm saying? You gotta be there for your baby and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to be funny, but it's just the reality. She looks a mess. You know what I'm saying? So now she really about to look bad. This, then, the third, out of whoop whoop. So she ended up coming to her conscience or whatever the case may be, telling everybody what's going on. She ended up coming to her conscience a couple days later, telling them what's going on, this, that, and the third. And so while we all in the room, she like, the police like, who did this to you? Like, do you know who did this to you? And it didn't even hit us at that moment. I think at that moment it hit everybody in that room like, oh shit. Not only is you dealing with a white man, baby, you dealing with a police white man. So we all staring at each other and we ain't really know what to say or what to do, because at the time nobody had taken the time out to think about that. Like, this is an officer or whatever the case may be. So I had blurted out, I said his name, and I was like, his name is da-da-da. I said, he's an officer. And when I said that white man looked at me, he said, nah. He said, you must be thinking of somebody else. We said, no, that's an officer. The officer looked at us again and said, sir, He said, you not talking about nobody else. Because if you go against one of our own, that's going against the country. And that's what you don't want to do. And walked out of that damn room. We all sat there and was startled. And like we literally didn't know what to say for the rest of that day. We were gagged. Do you hear me? We were just all like looking around at each other like, did he really just say, like, he really just said that, y'all? Like, it was legit. Basically, that didn't happen, and if it did happen, you gonna shut the fuck up, this, that, and third. So at the time, we didn't really know too much about the man, who it was, this, that, and third, out of woo woo. Now, he was just a regular police officer, but he was a well-respected police officer. He wasn't a detective. He was like a patrol officer, whatever the case may be, but he was loved and protected amongst the people. And so we was asking, her mom was like, do you want to go to court about this? You know, we get a lawyer, we sue, this, that, and the third, out of woo woo, like, we will back you. And so the mom was the lawyer, she was like, no, this, that, and third, out of woo woo, trying to protect them. I'm like, bitch, what is you trying to protect them for? Whatever the case may be. She like, well, it's not that I'm just trying to protect them. I just know that we can't go against them. This, that, and the third, out of woo woo. And at this time, I don't really know what to do, y'all, because it's like I could see if this was like on some, okay, you know, bitch, this a nigga that in the hood that had jumped on you. Okay, boom, we can ride on his ass, whoop his ass, and then the third, kidnap him, maybe, if you want to, you know. But it just was like, I don't know what to do in a situation like this, but sue, but take this up with the authorities, you know, this, then the third, with a higher authority. And she didn't want to do that. So at this point, what am I supposed to do? What are we supposed to do as her friends and her family, y'all? So then after she had got out of the hospital, she ended up not really needing no plastic surgery. Her nose, because he broke her nose too, she had like this little, like a little line right here, but it wasn't noticeable until you if she never told me, I wouldn't notice. Put it like that. Long story short, y'all, she ended up going back to the boy, or whatever the case may be. And so when she went back to him, the promise was he's going to get mental help, or whatever the case may be. He going to pray, he going to do all this shit, this, then the third, which he did. And when he got mental help, or whatever the case may be, they had ended up figuring out that he was a schizophrenic, but it was a form of schizophrenia that he dealt with. I forget which one. And basically, he ended up getting medicated and ended up getting way, way better, or whatever the case may be. Out of woo woo. But that was something him or God damn, she got a fat ass. Oh boy. Good God Almighty, let me control myself. Anywho, so while all of this is going on, whatever the case may be, the nigga, that just fucked me up. I ain't gonna lie. I'm talking about that motherfucker. Said I'm better than a fitness coach. I'm talking about good God Almighty, good Lord. Oof. I got to control my thoughts. Boy, I tell you, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm so sorry. That was distasteful. You shouldn't objectify women and all of that. What was I talking about? Oh, the thoughts, they keep coming. Oh, yes. So when he got diagnosed with schizophrenia, I think it was a paranoid schizophrenic, or it was something like that. It was a challenge that he really dealt with. He ends up getting medicated, ends up actually getting way, way better, to the point where the family had even started embracing him a bit more. Like, you know, it became a thing. Like, okay, we know he's dealing with this. You know, he's the baby father, this, that, and the third, out of woo woo. Now, at this time, like I told y'all, she was very, very early, or whatever the case may be. The risk was more so, was he like going to stay on his medicine? So with the family, what both of the families did was they literally would check in on him every day. They had some type of system or app to where they knew he would take his medicine if he did this, that, and the third with the app, and he did it. Like, he literally was on his shit changed. Until this one day, he had this 1 week, he went missing, went on a goddamn rampage, cussing everybody out, this, that, and the third, out of woo woo. Child, nobody knew where he was at. Nobody knew what he was doing, this, that, and the third. Even the police county was looking for his ass, out of woo woo. So one day, because she was getting a little bigger, I had decided I wanted to buy the baby something nice. So I had went to my Burberry rep, Burberry. I know y'all call it. Some people, it's Burberry. Shut the fuck up. Don't nobody even wear that shit anymore. But I went to my Burberry rep in Lenox, or whatever the case may be. And when I went to my Burberry rep, or whatever the case may be, I had picked out this really, really cute, like, baby top, and I had sent the pictures to Tanya, this, that, and the third, out of woo woo. Everything was like coming together. They about to have this nice baby shower, this, that, and the third, out of woo woo. And so I go in there, I get in my car, I'm driving home, or whatever the case may be. And once I had got there, I pulled up to my house. Y'all know I used to live down the street from Lennox, like literally 5 minutes from there. And so I was, what the fuck is that? Oh, okay. So I pull up at Lennox or what it. I don't know what the fuck is going on. I'm trying to make sure there ain't a fire or nothing. But why it's a why I pull up at Lennox or whatever the case may be, um, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm distracted. I can't. Okay. I pull up at Lennox or whatever the case may be. And once I get outside of Lennox or whatever the case may be, I'm walking outside of there. I go to my house, whatever the case may be. And I end up leaving because one thing about me, I do this with everything. I leave my charger bad. I have that real bad. So I left my charger downstairs. So I go downstairs, go grab my charger out of woo woo. And when I go grab there, whatever the case may be, guess who the fuck I see sitting on my car? The cop. I'm not sure if we gave him a name. Let's call him Dan. Dan is sitting on top of the goddamn car or whatever the case may be. And he's like, and I'm not talking sitting like on the hood. This nigga is sitting on the roof of the car. Like with his motherfucking legs crossed, looking at me like this. So I stop. He look at him. He look at me. We looking at each other. And I'm just like, I'm confused. What the fuck is going on? And why are you on top of my motherfucking car? Whatever the case may be. But then it hit me because before I start going off, I'm like, I forgot he got this, like he's mentally challenged. So I'm like, okay, what's going on? This, that, and the third. I'm like, you okay? You know what I'm saying? What's wrong? So I'm being calm with this, that, and the third. While all this is going on, I'm calling 911. So while I'm calling 911, or whatever the case may be, I'm like, you okay? He's like, he looking at me, and I'm like, what the fuck is going on? Like, I don't know what to do. But at this time, I got my gun on me, so I ain't really worried. Because if I got a... Yeah, that's exactly what's going to happen. The little nigga ain't going to have a daddy no more. Okay? That's on Dr. Umar. Everybody know that. The whole hood know that night fuck nigga. Child, I was going to flatline this bitch. Do you hear me? I was going to, come with a good right hook. Lay his bitch ass on the ground. Do you hear me? Anywho, y'all. So he, he's sitting up here, laying down on the ground. It is some... Okay, let me pay attention. So he's sitting up there, or whatever the case may be, laying on top of the goddamn car, or whatever the case may be. I'm like, you okay? He like... I'm like, can you breathe? I'm like, do this 1, 2, 3, because mental health is a big thing in my family, so I know how to deal with it. So I'm like, you gotta breathe 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So he started doing it. So he finally had caught his breath, y'all. Next thing I motherfucking know, he just started crying. I'm so scared. I don't know what I'm gonna do. Am I gonna kill the baby? Kill the baby? Fuck, nigga, what you mean kill the baby? The B-A-B-Y? Not the baby. Fuck, nigga, you better go ahead and go play with yourself. I said, what make you think you gonna kill the baby? He was like, these voices in my head, they keep saying they gonna kill the baby. The baby? God damn, tell them niggas to go. See, this what I don't understand. Why don't these niggas go try to kill the president or something? I'm just saying, you shouldn't want to kill nobody. I'm just playing. But I'm just saying, if you gonna blow anything up or you gonna go for anybody, let's just point out the obvious, go kill a nigga, who really. But he's like, these voices keep telling me to kill the baby. They keep telling me to kill the baby. So I'm like, okay, well, listen, you're not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that. By the time I say this, the police pulling up, y'all. And by the way, Atlanta police takes forever to get here. So I don't know why the hell the police came this fast, but I was grateful. So the police come or whatever the case may be. He ended up getting locked up, this, that, and the third, or detained more so, until his county came to get him. And you would think that's the end of that, but it's not. So, child, one motherfucking random day, I had came over their house, this, that, and the third, because at this point, she had decided that she didn't even feel comfortable bringing the baby into this world without him being here, or whatever the case may be. So I was helping her move, and this, that, and the third, and I was helping her move to like 9 o'clock at night, probably 10, because by the time I left, y'all, it was dark as hell. So I'm leaving from the goddamn house with the case may be, out whoop whoop, and I'm driving off, this, that, and the third. I'm playing my little music. Y'all know I love the City Girls. Listen to the City Girls, out whoop whoop, blase, boom. Coming out of there, and I forget what road I'm on, but while I come out there, a fucking car pull in front of me. I'm like, what the fuck? So I'm like, what? Whatever the case may be, the car pulled in front of me. So I'm like, whatever. So I'm like, I beat my horn, the car not moving. So I bag up, and then it's a police car behind me. So the nigga get out of the goddamn car, and I'm like, what the fuck? Why they got me boxed in? So while I'm getting there, whatever the case may be, the nigga from the front car, he get out the car, he got a police hat on. I don't know what the fuck to do, y'all. Some shit like this ain't never happened to me. While I'm getting out there, the nigga from the back car, he walking to my side thing. He like, do you know this man with a picture or whatever the case may be? And it's a picture of the baby daddy. Let's call him Dan. I'm like, yeah, I know him. Out of whoop whoop. Is everything okay? What's good? What's going on? He like, listen, he like, when you see this man, you don't report this man. You don't tell this man. Because if you do, we going to make your life a living hell. I'm like, what the fuck is you talking about, this, that, and the third? But I'm just, yes, sir, because shit, y'all could kill me. And I already know we in Georgia at the end of the day. So I'm like, I'm trying to keep it cool. Like, I'm trying to be very calm, this, that, and the third. Out of the whoop. I'm like, yes, sir, yes, sir. He said, yes, what? I said, yes, sir. He said, yes, boy. And when he said that, my motherfucking heart stopped. I said, oh, shit. Like, I'm not dealing with just no regular cops. As soon as he said, yes, boy, the nigga that I told y'all that was in front of me, he come and bust out my fucking front light. And he said it's more than where that came from. And they both pulled off. Once they pulled off where the case may be, I just decided, I said, you know what? I'm done with everybody. I'm not fucking with Dan. I'm not fucking with Dan. I'm not fucking with motherfucking Tanya. I'm not fucking with none of y'all because y'all got me in too deep of some shit for me. I don't even play like this. This is too motherfucking much for me. But it was not until I got a motherfucking call from Tanya mama, right? So Tanya by this time had to be like maybe 6-7 months or whatever to kiss me because she was showing a lot. And so she was like, have you talked to Tanya? And I'm like, no, why you say that? She like, I just really feel like she needs somebody to talk to. I think it's important for her to have somebody to talk to during these times when she going through this. I'm like, what's she going through? She like, you don't know? And I'm like, nah. She like, Tanya lost the baby. And I'm like, well, what happened? She like, Dan beat it out of her. So apparently Dan had beat the shit out of Tanya, had stumped the baby out of her stomach or whatever the case may be and snapped. And she kept going back to him. And apparently she keep going back to him. She called herself looking for closure. And she found it all right. And that's what happened. But that brings an end to this story time. I know this is a little bit shorter than what we expected, y'all. I'm gonna throw some extras in here. You know, I'm gonna try to throw a little extra this week or whatever the case may be. But I just really wanted to tell this story because, one, I feel like this story was more informational than it is funny because I really do feel like we do need to start checking people my charts, not only for STDs, but also mental health as a whole. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. Adore y'all. And I hope y'all have a good one. Peace.